Coming to you from the back room of your parents' favorite porn store, it is Cursory Overload.
You're listening to Cursory Overload.
And we are in this motherfucker.
What up, everybody? Coming to you live like you're pissing on an electrical fence.
This is Cursory motherfucking Overload.
The only place where you can be you.
And nobody will judge you. Well,
No, nobody will shit on you unless you like it.
unless you like it, unless that's your fetish. Oh, thank you for tuning in as always.
No shame.
No shame in my game. Holy shit. Okay, that sets the tone of this show. Thank you for tuning in.
That's where the fuck we're going, ladies and gentlemen.
And thank you for being here with us, because we know you have options.
And those other options probably don't talk about getting shit on, but we do.
I'm pretty sure they do, but not. It doesn't sound as sexy as when we say it. I'm
Oh,
just,
baby. Boom, chicka, boom, bow, boom, bow, boom.
now that we're on this fucking dirty subject, I kept thinking about last episode how we talked about if you had enough cash to make a custom-made sex bot. And we were
Right.
talking about Gilligan's Island, and you brought up the whole thing about programming one of them, either Ginger or Marianne, to just say, "Oh, Professor," every
Right.
time. Now let's twist that motherfucker. Now let's say somebody's twisted and made a Gilligan one. You remember when Gilligan was in trouble? What was the first thing he would scream out at the top of his lungs?
He would cry out for the skipper.
Skipper! Skipper! Now imagine one of those programmed to scream out for the skipper every time they take him to Pound Town.
Oh, you like that?
Skipper,
you like that, you
Skipper.
dirty fucking robot? You like that? Oh,
Could you
Skipper.
imagine?
Oh, Skipper.
In desperation. I don't know. I just started dwelling on that. Then again. Okay.
Well, some crazy shit.
So how you been?
Where the fuck do our minds come up with this fucking shit?
I don't know, but I don't think we're the only ones that are sick and twisted like this. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other motherfuckers out there, especially if you're listening. I mean, come on. What's your excuse?
Oh, yeah. Who's really fucking warped is our one listener, Karen. She's really fucking warped.
Did we just call somebody out? Although Karen is a very general name right now.
That is. And it's not one of those complaining, I want to see your manager, fucking Karen.
No, not really.
So, what's been going on? Everything all right? We haven't talked in a while. We've been working fucking stupid hours. You working every fucking day, like every minute of the day. I think you sleep standing up.
Something like that. Yeah, no, like I said, Phoenix has been hot as hell. Work
In
is
more
work,
ways than one.
pretty much. Work is work. Yeah, COVID-19 infested area here. We are still number one. Apparently, some other states are jealous and they're trying to what do they call that when they try to one up you or something? But
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I think California's jealous and they're trying to reclaim the
Trying to
throne.
steal your thunder, but Arizona ain't having none of that bullshit.
I don't know. Maybe Florida might do it because Florida has a tendency to have all the freaks.
Hey, wait
All the
until
weirdos.
all the parks are all back open. We'll see from there.
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens.
And we got about 2 more weeks for Disney to open up.
Well,
all the way.
Disneyland is not opening though.
No, I think I think they kind of played it smart on that one and wait for a while. I don't know. I don't think they're going to be opening that.
No, I heard Disney World's planning to open, but Disneyland, California, saying hell no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
The mouse is losing a lot of money.
Well, everybody's losing a lot of money. I mean, and just imagine if big corporations like the Mouse are losing money. Can you only imagine the small mom and pop businesses?
So here in Wilmington, we're seeing them closed up all over the place.
Well,
just mom and pop shops just closing up, can't compete. You know what? They were barely making ends meet to begin with. trying to go up against the big box stores and online retailers, and they just can't do it no more.
And then the people that worked at those jobs, I mean, now that place is not there anymore for them to return to. So, yeah, it's some pretty fucked up shit going on right now.
It really is. It really is. and it kind of brings us right into a point I wanted to make. Here lately, I don't know, I kind of said something on online yesterday. I'm kind of getting, so you probably have an inkling, but I'm kind of getting tired of turning the TV on. I'm getting tired of turning Facebook on and Instagram and Twitter. I really am. I'm getting wore out. I'm burnt out. And I think a lot of the country is too. And so we're really looking for some kind of I don't know, some kind of a sign or a symbol or something, you know what I mean? Like some kind of a message from somebody to let us know everything is going to be okay. And it's kind of wild. I'm like, all right, well, this is the part where, our politicians and our public leaders are supposed to be stepping in and helping us out, kind of pointing us as a populace into the right direction. I mean, don't you think?
Well, in a perfect world, yeah. Or in a normal world, I don't know, I guess we've entered the fucking
I don't even
zone.
like using that word in a normal world because I don't remember what that's like, and it's like,
well, I don't think we were ever normal, to be honest. I think back then we kind of enjoyed the fact that we were not normal, but now that shit is really fucked up, it's like, hey, I want some of the old school, not normal,
Right. Let me get some of that. Can I get a side of that, please?
Yeah, can
I?
But,
I'm just, I turn the TV on and all I hear is, well, in November we'll have, Trump is going to fix it, or in November Biden is going to fix it. And I can't help but think to myself, out of 3 billion, with a B, billion, let that thing sink in. Let that huge number sink in for a minute. Think about how massive of a number that is. 3 billion people in America.
I don't think so.
Out of all those people,
okay,
you're telling me the best you can come up with for president is Trump or Biden? Seriously, that's the best this country can do?
No, trust me. We don't have 3 billion people. The Chinese don't even have 3 billion people.
Okay, well, however many we have.
328.2 million as of 2019.
All right, thank you, Google. Okay, so out of that many people, you're telling me those two are the only ones that we can have? Those are the best options to save this fucking country?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, they are just politicians. To save this country, it's going to require us to take individual responsibility. We're going to have to save our motherfucking selves. I mean,
it's I shouldn't laugh. I really should not be laughing right now. It's just like...
No, it is funny because, I mean, technically, we're expecting... I don't expect Trump to do shit. I mean, quite honestly, I didn't want him in there to begin with because I knew exactly what he was going to do. And he's just anyway, whatever. And then the other one, well, whether we like it or not...
The other one's had 40 fucking years to do something and hasn't done it then, still.
Well, the problem is because both wings belong to the same bird. However, we've reached a point in time where everything is fucked up. And, how can I say this? They've always been crooks. We've always known that.
Right.
Politicians, regardless. They've always go in there they say help the population, but in reality they help themselves. And maybe they do some good, a little. But, sometimes you get people that are just very self-serving and it's very obvious and they just don't give a shit that and they make you think that what they say, like right now, seriously, come on. I wouldn't mind getting... fucked in the ass like we're getting fucked. But if fucking Trump would use a little lube. But that motherfucker doesn't use any lube. It's like, I'm making sure that I take care of me, my family, and fuck the rest of you. And that's what I see.
That. I can see that. I'm not a huge fucking Trump fan myself. I'm not.
I mean, and I would say that of it.
I do like the fact that he's not a fucking 50-year politician. You know what I mean? Like, we get some people in there. This is on
he's
both
not a
sides of the
50-year.
fucking aisle.
He's not a 50-year politician in our politics, but
Right.
he's been, like I said, they're all criminals, different type of criminal.
Right. It's just, Jesus fucking Christ. I just can't help but think, okay, I can understand people not liking Trump. I really can. And I can understand people not liking Biden. I really can. But this is the best we got. We had people like, I'm just going to throw some names out there. Just no preference. I'm just throwing names out. We had people like Tulsi Gabbard. We had people like Andrew Yang. We had people like Bernie Sanders. We had people like
Andrew Yang.
You know, and I'm sure there's some people on the Republican side for just because I can't remember it because I'm
you
fucking
even got
old.
Pato, the ghostwriter, writing.
Right.
Just...
and yet we're getting these two.
Well,
shit, I would have, you know what, the wife and I were talking, you know, if they were to come up with some person on a third party, we really wouldn't give a shit who it was.
Well, here's the thing, though. At this point in time, a third party would only... it's all fucked. It would be throwing a vote away. I mean...
I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think if The Rock... And
maybe
let's say hypothetically, I'm not saying I endorse or don't endorse, but let's say hypothetically it was a Rock and fucking Oprah. Tell me a motherfucker that could lose against those two.
At this point in time, the system's so rigged.
It would just expose it even more.
Well, no, it is. I mean, right now, look, Doofus is crying that mail-in votes will lead to fraud. But what are they doing? Fucking suppressing voters. They had what, like one fucking voting poll. I can't remember what county it was. Was it in Georgia? Like for almost 500,000 people, only one voting place open. I mean, that's fucking ridiculous.
I get it.
Voter suppression.
I'm not saying mail-in ballots are the ticket. I'm not saying
I love that ticket. Someone that works as hard as me with both jobs and has no time for shit, I don't want to be standing in line there. I don't want to be smelling your grandma's old 1980s or whatever cologne or perfume there. Shit, whatever. Mothballs or whatever.
That cologne that all old ladies wear, you're just like, Jesus Christ. When you get older, you lose your sense of smell too.
All that fucking mothballs, or whatever. All I'm saying... If I'm saying anything, that I love voting by mail because I can just fucking fill it out, send it in, and I'm done. And I can go back to sleep because I got to work, motherfuckers. That is what...
I think for me, I don't really have that big of an issue with mail-in ballots. Here's my only issue. My only thing is if you want a mail-in ballot, great. Do your thing. But just request it. You know what I mean?
Most of us have. In fact, here in Arizona, there's the permanent.
I think what some people... Obviously, not the Tito in charge, but some people are afraid. Like they're just gonna. Like there was one county. I'm old. I forget where I was reading about it, but they were just mailing them out to everybody, and then you had ballots just laying everywhere. Mm-hmm. Like the mailman was just finding them all over the place. And I think that's some of what they're concerned about. But if you go online and be like, hey, I'm requesting one, blah blah blah, I don't see a problem with it. Whatever. Well, my parents use them.
Hey, like I said, I
love
that
if
system.
It's good enough for my parents, then well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. Like I said, I love that because, well, like I said, gives
you
me
work
time.
Fucking stupid hours. You know what I mean?
And like I said, when they talk about voter fraud, I mean, here in Maricopa County, we had that shit not that long ago. The previous what do they call it? County recorder, she had to, I don't know, they tried to. You were still here when that was going on, because that was when Arpaio was trying to get reelected, and they were trying to they shut down the hours on certain places,
yep.
And they didn't open as many over at where it's mainly minorities,
right?
Not many voter places. So I mean, they can do that shit, and they've been doing it. In fact, I think the current president is counting on something like that. But anyway, whatever.
I don't think it really. I'm gonna keep it 100% with you. I don't, and people probably aren't going to like me, but I don't give a shit. I don't think it's going to matter whether he wins or he loses. I think there's been enough going on to where change is